Welcome, everybody. Just in case there's anybody who is new to my class, my name is Susan, and please, you're welcome to unmute at the end of class and just introduce yourself to me online and chat or ask any questions. Throughout the class, I will give verbal descriptions as well as doing everything pretty much with you and doing it so it looks like if you're looking at a screen that shows my picture, it will look like you're looking in a mirror. So I will be, I'm very facile at switching, saying right, but using my left. Okay, and as always, remember to just respect whatever is going on for you today. Listen to your body. If it tells you you need to rest or stop, it's absolutely fine. So do what's right for you. Be sure that you can breathe easily and fully. If you find yourself straining or holding your breath, then that's sometimes a hint that you're pushing a little too hard. So hopefully you are sitting comfortably in a chair with your feet firm on the floor, and start by circling your shoulders. Nice easy circles, bringing the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And then with your chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, take a nice breath in. As you exhale, bring your chin toward your chest without dropping your chest down. And then inhale, looking up. And alternate. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, looking up. Just feeling the stretch in your neck, in the front and the back. And then bring your head back to an upright position and turn left and right, or right and left. Alternate. And then bring your head back to center. And let's tilt right ear towards right shoulder. And breathe. You can just stay with this. There are a couple of options to deepen the stretch. You can stretch your left arm out to the side, and you can bring your right arm up so you let your hand rest somewhere on your head to add weight to the stretch in the neck. And then gently releasing in the arm positions, bring your head upright and go the other way. Left ear to the side, and optional to stretch the right arm out and reach the left hand up and over, just letting your arm be heavy. So you're not pulling on the head, just adding the weight of your arm and breathing. And then gently release your head. And let's circle the shoulders a few more times. Increase the volume on my computer and move over to my other chair. So try and be a little bit away from the back of your chair. 1 second, I need to turn something off. Fan that's a little noisy, and that hopefully will be better without it on. So sitting up as tall as you can without touching the back of your chair. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, round your back by tucking your tail under and drawing your navel back towards the spine. And then inhale, sitting up tall and tilting slightly forward. So we're warming up our spine, rounding back as you exhale into the round back of the cat. And as you inhale, tilting forward into the flat back of the cat. Take your time. Imagine the motion traveling one vertebra at a time from your tailbone all the way up to your neck. Your head just follows along the line of the neck when you reach that place. And then make your way back to sitting upright. You can hold the left side of your chair with your left hand as you sweep your right arm up and then reach slightly across on a diagonal. Try not to lean completely to the side. So try to keep that right sit bone pressing into your chair. Extend out through your fingers. And if your arm is coming more in front of your face, try to relax the shoulder and bring the upper arm back in line with your ear. But even though we're holding in a position, we want to make sure the breath continues to flow in and out. And then let's all come back to sit up and do the other side. Left arm stretching up and over. Shoulder back. Left hip pressing into the chair seat. And coming back to center. Getting ready for a twist now. So if you bring your legs close together, bring your left hand across to the side of your right leg, and then turn your upper body, twisting to the right, looking back behind you as far as you can gaze. And unwind. Going the other way, right hand comes across, left hand sliding along the side or the back of the chair to help you lift and twist. Marie, if you're still on, could you check that everybody is muted? Let's all come back to center. So yeah, if somebody unmutes during the class, it causes feedback. It will mess up the sound quality. So we'll be able to okay, so hopefully you're all muted again, and we'll proceed. From here, we're going to walk the feet out a little wider. Hands can rest comfortably on your thighs and gently tilt forward. So you're hinging at your hip rather than bending at your waist. Your spine is long, head stays in line with the spine. You may start to feel this in the inner thighs a little bit. And then coming up, let's turn towards the right leg, keeping that long spine, but turning to face the right side a little bit. Stretch your chest out over that leg. And then come on back upright and go the other way. So turn your upper body a little to the left and then stretch out over your thigh. And come on back to center. From here, we'll do a little twist with the shoulder, bringing your right shoulder towards the mid place between your legs, and then coming up, and then tilting forward with the left shoulder, turning in, and coming up. First side again, right shoulder tilting in, and coming up, and left shoulder. And coming up. Feel your breath. Check that your feet are positioned so that the ankle is directly under each knee and your knees are pointing in line with your middle toe. So we don't want to have the toes turned out farther than you can open from the thigh. Getting ready for our sun salute. We'll bring the palms of the hands together at your heart. Take a full breath in and let it out. Next, inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, gentle bow forward, and you can go as far or as little as you're comfortable. Inhale, let's all meet in that long spine. Exhale, relax your head and neck. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, slide the hands down in front of your heart. Full breath in and reviewing that piece. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in and out, adding on. Inhale into cactus arms. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Full breath in. We'll put those pieces together. Next inhale, sweep out and up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, head and neck relax. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up and tilt. Inhale, up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Full breath in. And now let's repeat that much. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up and tilt. Inhale, up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Full breath in and out, adding the third piece. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand inside your left leg. Slide your hand down along your leg as you look up. Inhale, rise up, switch the arms. Right hand sliding down towards your foot as you look up. Inhale, both arms stretch. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in and out, putting it all together. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, head and neck relax. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up and tilt. Inhale, up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide the hand down as you look up. Inhale, rise up, switch arms. Other side. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. And again from the beginning. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up and tilt. Inhale, up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide the hand down as you look up. Inhale, rise up, switch the arms. Other side. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. And again from the beginning. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center, and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide the hand down as you look up. Inhale, rise up, switch arms, other side. Inhale, both arms stretch up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. Now let's do one more round. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften head and neck. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide the hand down as you look up. Inhale, rise up, switch the arms. Other side. Inhale, both arms stretch. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. Let it out. You're welcome to close your eyes. Take a moment to feel your breath, letting it slow down. Release your hands and walk your feet in towards each other. If you need a little break, scoot back in your chair so you have the support behind you, and you can just let your legs relax for a moment. Start to warm up the feet and ankles, lifting the right foot and making easy circles at the ankle. And then reversing the circles. Flex that foot and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. And flex and point. And release. Left leg. Foot, circle at the ankle. And reverse. And then flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. And flex and point. And release. So we're going to come away from the chair back now. And you can hold the sides of your chair someplace and just lightly press down with your hands to lift up through your ribs and scoot a little bit away from the back of the chair. If you find yourself collapsing at any point, like your back is rounding, you can always use that assist of hands on the edges of the seat to lift up through the rib cage. Right? So if you want that support, you can keep the hands there or just bring them onto your thighs. I'm going to flex the right foot, slide the heel back a little under the chair, and then straighten the leg out without lifting it off the chair. So we're just bending and straightening, moving from the knee down, bending and straightening, flexing and extending. One more, flex, extend and hold the leg out there for a moment. So feel all those muscles working in your thigh. You keep breathing. If you need to release this or any pose before I tell you, it's always okay. That's all released now if you haven't already. Take a moment to just make sure you're centered on both sitting bones, and then flex the left foot, slide the heel back, and extend the leg out straight. Flex and extend. Flex, extend, flex, and extend. One more, flex, extend and hold, and breathe. And gently release. And make some easy circles with your whole torso. Moving down into our hips. Pause and change the direction of the circles. And then as you come back to sit upright, I'm going to lift the right leg, and you can hold onto the knee with your right hand or both hands if you'd rather, and just start by making some easy circles. So let the leg be as heavy as you can. So don't do this with your leg. Try to let your hands and arms create this circling action. And then change the direction. So we're lubricating that hip joint. And then draw that knee in towards your chest. Lift your chest, so don't lean back into the chair. Try and stay forward. You can flex both feet. Left foot can stay on the floor. Tone your belly. If you want a little more challenge, stretch your left leg out straight in front of you. And breathe. Really using those deep belly muscles. Keep breathing. And then make sure your left foot's on the floor. We're going to open that right knee out as wide to the side as you can. See if you can slip your left hand under the right heel or ankle. Keep the foot flexed and bring it across on top of your left knee. So your right foot is flexed. You're trying to open the right knee out as wide as possible. Breathing deeply. If you've collapsed back, use the hands to try to sit really tall. So the taller you sit without rounding the back, the more you're going to feel this stretch in the back of the right hip. Take a few breaths into it. If you're not feeling any stretch or not very much, you can actually tilt a little bit forward. Again, keeping your head in line, no rounding of the back or the neck. Good, and then gently release that side. Take a moment with both feet on the floor, sitting tall. And then we're going to support the left leg, so holding around the knee and moving the leg in easy circles. Arms and hands doing the work. Leg is just heavy and passive. And then change the direction of the circles. And draw that knee in and up. Lift your chest. Shoulders are back. Tone your belly. So hug your navel towards your spine. Flex both feet. You can remain here or add the stretch of the right leg out in front of you. Try not to lean into the back of the chair. Keep lifting your chest. Breathing fully in and out as you hold the pose. And then make sure the right foot's back on the floor. Open your left knee as wide out to the side as you can. And then see if you can slip your right hand under the left heel. Keeping the foot flexed. Bring the foot across on top of your right knee. Left knee opens out wide. Hands can hold the edges of your seat. So sitting tall, and notice where you're feeling the stretch. The two sides may be very different. So, nothing's wrong with that. We all are a little asymmetrical. So you may feel something on one side differently than the other. Just keep breathing. You just want to do the best you can. No competition, no place you have to get to. Good. All right, let's release that left leg. Bring the foot back to the floor. And just take a moment to breathe. From here, let's bring the arms to cactus again. And as you inhale, draw the elbows back as far as you can. And as you exhale, try to keep your chest lifted and open, but bring the forearms and elbows to touch in front. So inhale, arms open wide. Exhale, arms hug in. Inhale, open. Exhale, hugging in. Inhale, open. Exhale, hugging in. Inhale, open. Exhale, hugging in. But this time, inhale, open the arms. And as you exhale, you're going to give yourself a big hug. So bring right arm over left and just reach as far around as you can. Give yourself a nice hug. And then inhale, open the arms back to cactus. And exhale the other side. Left arm over right and big hug. And release. Take a big breath in, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Hold them there for a moment. And let go. All right, but extend the right arm out. Turn the palm up and just take hold of your fingertips and try to pull them back as you press the hand forward. The arm is straight. The hand stays lower than your shoulder and you're breathing. Feeling that extension in your wrist. Actually, it's flexion. I took that back. It's flexion. And release. Other side. Left palm up. Fingers start to point down and you pull them back as you press the hand out. And and release. Bend the right elbow and lift that elbow up towards the ceiling. Try to keep the upper arm close to your ear. And you can support the front of the upper arm or reach overhead for the elbow to draw it back and up as far as you can. Sitting tall. And release. Other side, left arm, elbow bends. Start to lift the elbow towards the ceiling, keeping the upper arm close to your ear. Draw the left elbow back as far as you can, or just support it in front of the upper arm with your hand and breathe. And then release. Bring fingertips to shoulders and make some easy circles with your elbows. And release. Let's spread the fingers out wide and then curl them into a fist. Spread them wide, curl them into a fist. And again, spread the fingers and curl them in. Shake out your hands and make some easy circles at the wrist. And then reverse the circles. And relax the hands. Let's move on down to our legs. Again, we're going to open that right leg out to the side. So first, just explore your range of motion, keeping your body facing forward. Right leg opening to the side of the chair and then coming back to the middle. Let's do the left. Just exploring your range of motion on this side. And back to center. Coming back to that first side again, we'll open the leg out and I'm going to slide my body a little bit to the left so that my right thigh is right along the front edge of the chair. My ankle on the right foot is right under the knee. Left foot can stay pointing forward with the knee bent, or you can try to straighten that leg by walking the foot out on a diagonal to the side, but also forward, ending with the foot slightly pigeon-toed. The whole sole of the foot stays on the floor. You try and face your torso to the front of your chair. Sit up as tall as you can and imagine you're standing in this position. Whether the left knee is bent or straight. But really let your feet root down into the floor. Take a nice breath in. Good. And then we're going to stretch way over to the right. Reach your arm out to just help you think of reaching to the side. Bend that right elbow, bring your forearm onto your thigh, and hug the elbow back isometrically. That may help you open your chest. You want to keep your head in line with the spine, shoulders in line with hips, and then left arm reaching up, perhaps coming closer to your ear. Palm is facing your head. Breathe. And come all the way back up. Arms release, walk the feet back in. Take a moment. Just at the center place. And then we'll do the other side. So left leg turns out. I'm going to slide a little bit to the right. Left foot is, ankle is under knee. My torso is facing forward. Right knee is bent with the foot pointing forward, or walk the foot out on a diagonal. Right, if it's hard to straighten the foot, you may need to go more forward than to the side. So see what works for you, and if you find you've gone too far, you can always back up to an earlier stage. So open your chest, sitting up really tall. Imagine you're standing on your feet, rooting down into the floor. And then let's stretch out to the left, reaching way over. Bend your left elbow, rest the forearm on the thigh, shoulders hug back, head stays in line with your hips. And then right arm sweeping up and perhaps coming closer to your ear. Breathe fully. So if you're holding your breath, then it's time to back off a little bit. Go to an earlier version of the pose. Let's all come up and back to the center. Taking a moment here. I'm going to get into the psoas muscle. So there's a muscle that helps to bend your leg, and often we don't get a good stretch in that muscle that runs from the base of your spine through the pelvis to the pubic bone in the front. So we're going to turn all the way to the right. You can hold on to the back of the chair, stay at the front of your seat, and let that left knee drop down towards the floor. So you start by just letting that leg relax and be heavy. Just hanging there. That itself may give you a stretch in that upper thigh muscle, that deep psoas muscle. So take a moment to breathe into that. And then lean a little forward. And from there, see if you can walk or wiggle your left foot farther back, tucking the toes under and maybe pressing back through the heel to straighten the leg a bit more. Now, you're leaning forward. We want to pause to make sure we're not compressing the low back. So take a big breath into the back of your waist and then gradually curl up, hugging your navel in as your belly starts to lift. Waist comes up, your ribs lift, your chest lifts, your gaze can lift, or just keep looking directly out to the side. And optional, left arm can come up alongside of your head. You can even look up if that feels okay, getting a little bit of a back bend. And then bow forward, pause for a moment here. Relax the back leg and slide the foot back in. Let's turn back to the front of the chair for a moment. And then get ready for the other side. So turning to the left, stay at the front of the chair. Let that right leg be heavy. The knee drops towards the floor, the foot is back, and you're trying to keep the heel vertical. So you don't want to twist the ankle. Take a few breaths here, just letting the leg be heavy. Just letting gravity create some stretch. And then bow slightly forward. See if you're able to slide the right foot farther back. Tuck the toes under and press the heel back away from your other leg. Pause to bow your head and breathe into the back of your waist. And then gradually lift up through your spine, one vertebra at a time. Belly hugging in, ribs lifting, chest lifting, head lifts upright. And you can just keep looking to the side or stretch that right arm up and even look up towards the ceiling. Bringing your right arm down, lean forward, relax the back leg, and slide the foot back. Turning back to the front of your chair once again. So let's do a little bit of laughing today. So I always try and come up with silly ways to make us laugh. I believe our yoga practice should be fun anyhow, but laughter just adds a little touch of silliness. You don't have to really laugh. You can fake it till you make it. So just play along, all right? So let's be birds. You can bring your fingertips to your shoulders and your armpits, and we're just gonna flap our wings and ha, 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 very good, very good. Yay! Now, while you're up here saying yay, let's pull a laugh down from way up high. So reach up as high as you can and grab a little lifter and bring it all the way down. Let's do that again. Big reach up and let's try the reverse. Let's reach way down and grab a laugh. And let's do that one again. Reach down. Very good, very good. Yay! And let it go. Take a few breaths. Check that you're sitting upright and right at the front edge of your chair. So you may want to hold on to the edges. You're going to extend the right leg out. Heel is on the floor, the foot is flexed. So you want to sit up tall, you want to keep your spine long, the foot flexed. And again, we're hinging from the hip. So take it slow. You may start to feel this in the back of that right thigh. Now you can keep the spine long and just stay with this and breathe, or bring your left hand over to your right leg. So you're facing a little more towards that leg, and then slide your hand down the leg. Try to keep your spine long for as far as you can get, reaching with your fingers, just staying lifted. And when you can't go any farther, then let your head release, let your upper back round, so you're bowing over that front leg. And slowly roll back up, bring that foot in. Other side. Left leg extending, the foot is flexed. You're sitting really tall, and at first just gently hinging at the hip. Feeling your breath here, allowing your breath to ease you into the stretch. And if you'd like, bring your right hand across to your left leg, keeping your spine long, shoulders back, chest lifted. You're still hinging at the hips as you slide your hand down along your leg. And when you cannot go any farther, then you let the weight of your head hang and draw your torso a little deeper. Slowly roll yourself back up. Bring both feet to the floor. And we'll get ready to come up and do a few things standing. So it's helpful to be towards the front of your chair. You can hold onto the seat for support and just to help you lift. It also helps you keep your shoulders back. So we want to walk the feet back a little bit, but not round our back. So belly hugs in, shoulders are back, your gaze is forward rather than down. And you can rock a little forward and back, just feeling that shift of weight into your legs. When you feel ready, really push with your feet to come off your seat. I'll adjust my monitor a little bit. And then I'll move my chair out of the way. So you can just stand behind your chair. Okay? And I will at some point take the position here so you can see me from the side view. For now, I'm going to use the wall behind me to help me balance as we do a couple of balance poses. So I like to bend my elbows and bring my elbows to touch the wall lightly. That helps me keep the chest lifted and my spine nice and tall. Focus on some spot in front of you that's not moving. Bring your weight into your left leg, but try not to tilt to the side. So you're just rooting down and lifting up. As your right knee bends, open the knee to the side. And you can just experiment here with lifting that foot a little off the floor and bringing it down, or sliding the foot up alongside the inner left calf. Breathe, try to keep your hips facing forward. You can keep one or both hands on your chair. If you feel steady, then try lifting one hand at a time. Maybe stretching an arm up in the air. If you do have a wall and you want to practice this near a wall, you can bring your fingertips to touch the wall. And you can explore taking your hands off the wall. So totally optional. Let it be fun. And then let it go. So come back to standing 2 feet. Just pause for a moment, feeling the stability of 2 legs underneath you. And then other side. So I'm going to start with my elbows bent. You can have your hands on the chair. My weight's now in my right leg, but I'm not tilting. I'm lifting up through my middle as my leg roots down, bending the left knee, pivoting without turning the hip, just pivoting at the thigh. So the leg turns in the hip socket. And then pausing here, you can play with just lifting the foot for a moment, or bring the foot up alongside the calf. Explore your balance as fits for you. Lifting one hand or the other, one at a time, lifting both. Keeping a hand on some support and just feeling all the little wobbling that goes on as you try to maintain balance on one leg. Good, and then gently let it go. And you can do a few shoulder circles. Okay, we're going to take the feet out wide for triangle pose. So I know you may not be able to see my feet. Don't worry about it. I'll describe exactly what I'm doing. My left foot is going to point directly forward, but I'm going to turn my right leg out 90 degrees. And as I do that, the tendency is to turn your body to the right, but you have your chair in front of you. So keep your hands on the chair and try and keep your upper body facing directly forward. Legs are straight and you're hugging the muscles around the bone. It's almost like you were trying to pull your feet towards each other isometrically. We're going to hinge at the top of that right hip. So your left hip is going to tip way out to the side as your upper body tilts to the right. Now you can keep that right hand on the chair For support, try to keep your chest open. So we don't want to turn your chest towards the floor. Right hand can slide down your leg if you don't need it on the chair. And left arm can stretch up to the sky, a triangle pose. Breathe. Down through the feet, but stretching out through the crown of your head, out through the fingers of both hands. And then come all the way up and switching sides. So pivoting that right foot so it's pointing forward, left foot turning to the side, but upper body facing forward. This time we're hinging at the top of that left hip. So hips are tilting to the right and upper body lengthens way over towards the left. One or both hands can stay on the chair. Try to keep your chest directly facing your chair. Left hand can slide down your leg. Right arm can reach for the sky. Nice full breath. And come all the way up. Turn the feet parallel and walk them in towards each other. Pausing to stand for a moment in Tadasana. So feet are slightly apart, just hip distance, not too wide. Toes are pointing forward. If you bend your knees a little, your knees should point towards your middle toes. In fact, let's take this into a little bit of chair pose. So keeping the knees bent, tilt the hips so your hips are moving back as your knees bend forward, chest stays lifted, and you breathe. Abdominal muscles engage a little bit. You really feel your legs working. Try to stay here for a couple of breaths. And then come all the way up. I'm going to turn to the side, but you've got your chair in front of you. And standing close to your chair and standing up nice and tall, slide one foot back. The leg is straight. I have my foot lifted just a tiny bit off the floor, and I'm going to lightly tap. So without turning the hips are facing the chair, toes are lightly tapping. You feel this up into your buttocks muscles. And then release. And do the other leg. So standing tall, reach your other leg back. Lift the foot a little bit, just slightly off the floor. Leg stays straight, and little taps. And release. Take your feet a little bit wider. I'm going to start to walk back away from the chair. As I'm walking back, I'm leaning forward, stretching my arms straight, keeping my feet parallel, bending the knees a little bit, and tipping my sitting bones way up in the air. So back is fairly flat. Don't let your head drop down low. So keep your head a little higher than your shoulders. And then try just straightening one leg at a time, bending the opposite knee. Feel the stretch in the back of your thigh. Try stretching both legs if you want, or keep the knees slightly bent if that feels like too much strain on your legs. Then let's all bend the knees a little bit. Look towards your chair. Take a big step forward with your right foot. The left heel lift. We're still keeping the legs parallel, right? And the hips are facing the chair. And then we're going to do a little dip, back knee coming down towards the floor. And then lifting up. So you're leaning on the chair for support. Your weight is a little bit forward, but not too much. Good. And then let's take a big step forward with the left foot. Take a moment here. And we'll switch to the other side. So let's walk back again to this Downward facing dog variation. Knees a little bent, hips tipping way up, arms stretching out in front of you. Breathing. And then keeping the knees bent, look towards the top of the chair back and take a big step with your left foot. Lifting the right heel, keeping your hips facing forward, and then gently dipping that back knee towards the floor and straightening, bending and straightening. Good, and then big step forward with your right foot. Pause for a moment, getting your feet parallel. Lifting your chest, let's rise up onto the balls of the feet. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders back. Take a few breaths here, just staying on tiptoes. And gently lowering the heels. Pausing for a moment, and you can bow over the chair back. Your head go as low as you're comfortable. Even welcome to bring your hands down onto the seat of the chair if you'd like. And then slowly curl up. And let's take a big breath in and sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, open the arms, float them down. And again, inhaling, stretch up. Exhale, release. One more breath, inhaling up. And exhale, release. And make your way back to your chair. Have a seat for our Shavasana, relaxation. So you're welcome to sit all the way back in your seat. Let your legs relax, hands rest any place it's comfortable. Shoulders are broad, so you're leaning your backs of your upper arms or perhaps touching the chair back. Elbows are slightly bent. Fingers are relaxed. You can have your palms down or palms up, whatever feels better. Feet can just rest lightly on the floor. Not trying to support yourself with your legs right now. You're using the seat of the chair and the chair back for support. You're welcome to close your eyes if that's comfortable. Just let your body release all effort. So not having to do anything here. Strange concept, I know, but just allowing your breath to come and go however it needs to. With every exhalation, you can silently send a message to your body, to each muscle that may still be holding on, that it's okay to let go now. Just relax and receive the benefits of the practice. Let everything soften. Relax your mouth and jaw, your neck and your shoulders, chest and your back, your hips and your legs, your ankles and feet, fingers and hands. Just bring your awareness back to your breath. Take a few conscious breaths, filling your lungs as full as you can as you inhale. Emptying all the breath as you exhale. And then starting to move in any way that feels good to you, stretching through the fingers and hands, arms, shoulders. Feet can come more firmly on the floor. You can try sitting up a little taller in your chair. So you find this seated mountain posture. Feet are grounded, spine is tall, chest is broad. And then join your palms together in front of your heart. And we'll end by chanting the sound of Om together. Take a nice deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. You are welcome if you'd like to unmute and ask any questions or share any